All right, that took absolutely forever to go. Like I was clicking as soon as it told me it was showtime. I was like, "Come on, start. Let's go." So don't blame me being sleepy and stuff. And then yeah, JJJ, I was just doing my the F1 show with Pearce. So I'm awake. I'm here. I've already been talking for an hour. So um there's that. And what wreck you talking about, Steven? We had a ton of wrecks yesterday. And yeah, it's a plate race. That's really, so we're gonna just have some fun. We'll probably chit chat and talk. But yeah, I'll give you the picks right now. If you bring up my little sheet over here, and we'll go over the picks together because people do enjoy this. It's not like it was like I was saying a bad thing. Stuff usually does pretty well. So let's go ahead and move this screen here. All right, so let's talk about the picks, buddy boys. So clearly, it's a plate track. You can go and chase lap leaders if you want. It might turn out like the truck race to where, I forgot if Friesen was optimal or not, but Friesen finished in the top 8. If I can remember how the race went. And then for Xfinity, Noah Gragson got involved in the wreck, and Gragson was the main lap leader in the beginning. So personally, I'm not just going to deal with lap leaders. And this is going to be a pretty long. This is going to be a long event. So let's talk about the back half of the field first. So let's talk about the plays. If you want the picks, ladies and gentlemen. We'll do that. We'll do that. So these are I'll change it actually. My favorite plays today are Harrison Burton and McDowell. My two favorite plays. After that, it goes Ware and Reagan. Okay, you with me? After that, we're gonna continue to build lines with good place differential plays starting on the back. So we have Keselowski, we got Truex, we got Bell, we got Stenhouse. Then we go and try and play guys that are going to be chalky. So we're going to try and be underweight on them. But then you go to Gregson, then you go to LaJoy, then you fill your lineups out with BJ McLeod, Josh Balicki, and Todd Gilliland. That's where we're at. Personally, I don't own any Greg Biffle and then once we move farther up here, I think Bubba Wallace is a good play. I think Haley's a good play. I think Larson's a good play. Bam, bam. There we go. There's your picks. So can we start having fun? Can we start talking here? So yeah, I'm not playing Biffle. I'm not playing anybody. I am playing I think I have a lineup with Hamlin in it. But outside of that, these are the majority of the guys that I like. I love McDowell. He's probably not going to be owned enough because he has Truex, Bell, Stenhouse right beside him. He has Gragson behind him, which Gragson should be in nearly every line. That's not saying he's bad chalk. I think Gragson performs pretty well today. Same thing with Harrison Burton. 30th. I think people are going to go over him and play Stenhouse, play Bell, play Truex, or they're going back to play Reagan. And so Harrison Burton and McDowell are probably my two favorite plays there. I love Ware. I love Reagan. So that's where we're at. Thank you for showing up. Let's see here. Let me start going through questions now. Larson, Uber Chalk. I mean, oh my gosh, I don't really want to. Oh man, I gotta add Chris too. Chris, I do appreciate you joining the Patreon. I am gonna try and add you during the show, so I might be a bit slow. But I'm gonna start the process of adding you right now. I'm actually gonna take this off so I can do that. But anyway, here are the picks. These are my preferences here. But it's mainly these guys. It's probably where I'm gonna be overweight. So let me take that off and let me add you, Chris, and then I'll also answer questions. So give me a second here. I'm going to go through the questions first, and then I'll add you right fast, Chris. Let's see. I have Larson in one line. I don't think Larson's uber chalk. I think that'd be really poor planning for people. If anything, this is a plate race, man. That's how it is. Now, this is clearly showing the people who have skill at the plate races. We've seen the teams who want to be up front at Daytona and Talladega. They're working together here. This is a team-based track. I'm not stacking teams, but it would make a lot of sense for Atlanta probably next time we come back around for these teams to understand how they want to approach it as a team. So we might focus more on team stacking in the second Atlanta race this year. But people who are good at plate races are just showing their skill here. People who, and when you look at Larson's nearly always in the front of plate races. He always gets involved in wrecks. I'm glad that we didn't have qualifying, so we actually do have quite a bit of good guys starting in the back. If people are going to be scared of Larson, because yeah, he does wreck in every single line, but everybody's going to wreck here. Or there's a chance that a lot of people get involved in a wreck here. It's going to be a long race. Hopefully somebody does something stupid and just turn it, and especially if we get a green-white checker like we did last night, I expect this to be really, really stupid. A majority of my lines are going to be pure 6-6s. I got a couple 4-2s, but that's really about it. Let's see. Everybody's answering questions. Let's see. If anything, just drops ownership in my. Okay, blah, blah. I mean, what am I doing? How many lines do I got? I forgot. I've been pulling data for stuff. I had a very busy day yesterday. I only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have 7 NASCAR lines today, and I have 1 with Larson. My highest owned driver are the guys that I gave the picks out to. Let me continue going down. Oh, nice, Benjamin. That's good. My best lineup had Matt Mills in it. And so if I don't have Matt Mills finish 22nd and I play somebody else who my highest scoring line yesterday was a complete stack from the back type of line. I don't think I started anybody above like 27. I hate this name. I absolutely hate Gilly Gang. If you are tweeting, not you, Nicholas, but let's do a PSA. If you're on Twitter putting hashtag Gilly Gang, you need to be shot. That's just what it is. You have forfeited your life. You have forfeited any right to breathe air on this earth. That is the worst hashtag I think I've ever seen in my life. Man, people make fun of furries and stuff, and we're not hating enough on the Gilly Gang hashtags. I swear to God, if I see Gilly Gang in the chat, if I see Gilly Gang on Twitter, I absolutely lose it and just want to put somebody on a rocket and blow it up, because Gilly Gang is probably the most annoying thing I've seen this year. That's disgusting. However, Todd Gilliland, I think I have him in one line. The reason, I mean, Gillen was a fantastic play in the 500. He was optimal, but when we look back, and you're going to have a video talking about optimal positions and stuff, and breaking down of why I typically build lines that are complete punts, and then when I start when I start divine up ownership, I land more on like the guys starting from 30th to 28th that are bad plays. And so who's that this week? It's Harrison Burton. That's where I'm at here. Let's see. Here we go. Get to the important stuff. What type? I don't think we're gonna. I hope, man. I would love it if somebody got airborne, went over the back straightaway fence, and landed them in somebody's poor camper and like murdered a family of 4. But outside of that, I don't think we're gonna get a flip, man. I'm very disappointed. Let's see. Yeah. I mean, hell, Matt Mills was an awesome play. That's not me being like, oh my God, Matt Mills wrecked. He was an awesome play. Still outscored a ton of people. Oh man, don't defend that. Don't defend Gilly Gang. Good Lord. Can you imagine being a grown man typing Gilly Gang? And this, like I said, this is like a AA meeting. You know, I'm helping you here. Please, you just got to quit. You don't type that. Don't say it out loud. Let's see. I don't think he's going to lose his job. I forgot if that was the Reum Brothers or G2G. I was going to say G2A. But I don't think they can afford to fire him. That's expensive though. That's an expensive rig. We had one of those that wasn't even that advanced, and that was a lot of money. I can't imagine destroying that. Let's see. That unfortunate, man. I don't know why everybody's giving her shit, man. Like, okay, she's having bad finishes and stuff, but she literally like caught her. Like, that wasn't her fault. Everybody be like, "Oh my god, Haley Deegan sucks." Like, okay, I can listen to that argument for other places, but that fire was not her fault. Who wins? Gun to my head, I'm gonna say. Oh, I'm not doing a good job at adding you, Chris. Why I add Chris to the NASCAR Patreon. So yet again, thank you for supporting me, supporting Pearce, supporting the work that we're doing. Win. I would like to lean on long. Like if I was betting, I would probably lean more towards somebody like Reagan, somebody like Gregson, somebody like Haley. But straight up to win, I think it's I'm gonna lean a Chevy. I like a Chevy to win. That's not very open. There's like 25 Chevys in this race. I don't think it's a Hendrick guy. Like, dude, honestly, I wouldn't be shocked if we saw Wallace win this race. He's not in a Chevy after I just said Chevy, or Suarez. But that's where we're at here. Let me see. That's what the commentator. Well, let me see. Some great takes recently between. Oh yes, thank you, man. Like, and I don't try and be confrontational. I'm not here to just rant. I understand that's kind of my brand, but I don't just try and be negative Nancy all the time. That's just what it goes. She's 25 plus every slate because of the place differential that she shows, because it's a 36 car field. She's normally qualifying in mid 20s, and that truck has the speed to bare minimum finish 14th each week, because even I usually project her for around 17th to 14th, and so due to that, she's usually hitting value. Man, I'm telling you, man, between if you want hot topics that'll just piss off the chat, talk about Bubba Wallace, talk about Haley Deegan. What else happens? Who else is just spirals out of control? And I think that was the main two. But I think Haley Deegan's a good driver. Good drivers in NASCAR do not go hand in hand. They're force feeding poor Deegan through NASCAR. She's a tremendous off-road racer. Like Robbie Gordon. I think Robbie Gordon's one of the best race car drivers that has ever lived. You know, poor guy just couldn't drive stock cars. That's just what it was. You know. Let me see. So not that you're part of the problem, but if you even put your cursor over those thumbnails and stuff, you're helping the algorithm here. So you can't like complain that her. See, we're getting way. Oh yeah, Danica. Jesus Christ, talking about Danica. That's another one, man. Which I'll be upfront. She was not the worst part of the broadcast these last 2 weeks. Incredibly shocking, man. Fox needs to do a complete rehaul of their broadcast teams from the Truck Series to the Cup Series. We need to get rid of Mike Joy. We need to get rid of Vince Welts. We need to get rid of and Adam Alexander is slowly growing on me. Like, I used to hate Adam Alexander. He's gotten way better, and everybody else is taking a step down. You guys are funny. Chris, here, I'm gonna add you. I know I'm taking forever to get to you. Let me Move you here. So feel free to keep dropping comments and questions. I'll pick them up in about 15 seconds here. Let me add Chris there. All right, Chris, you're now added to the NASCAR sheet. I appreciate it. I appreciate the support. Let me just label some other stuff real quick. And then I will be all good to continue rants about, oh yeah, oh man, maybe I'll tag that photographer who I've been talking about this nonstop for the past year, but because I got to kill time here while I'm doing this. NASCAR and these tracks don't want to put grass down. Take a drink if you figured I'd be talking about grass again, because I always talk about it when we go to Atlanta, but these tracks do not want AstroTurf. And I remember last year, I think Dylan Barr is his name, and I might retweet the tweet. It's just because I'm a petty asshole. But I remember he was like, "Man, we need AstroTurf," after Josh Berry went in there and did a wheelie after he hit the grass. And all I said was, "Look, man, they don't want to put grass in. These tracks are saying they don't want to put grass in by how much they don't put grass anywhere." Once Charlotte did it, and still no other track has done it. And then yet again, these NASCAR reporters aren't asked. I would love TMZ to cover NASCAR because they would get real answers. Okay. I would love for somebody to just go and actually talk to these tracks about how bad AstroTurf is and the pain that it causes, because Charlotte hates it. And everybody acts like, oh, we just need AstroTurf. It's so great at Charlotte, where the tracks hate it. And anyway, long story short, I'm almost done. I'm still organizing stuff on my end. And then Dylan Barr was like, yeah, we need AstroTurf. And so I tweeted at him. I was last year, I was like, look, they're not putting grass in Atlanta, they're just not, these tracks don't like it. And he was like, how do you know that? I don't trust you. And I was like, dude, I'm here. I cover NASCAR for fucking living. My job is to know the ins and outs of these stupid racetracks and these stupid teams, and they didn't want NASCAR. And he's like, well, I don't believe you, which is such, like I said, I die on, I not petty, but I pick the dumbest opinions to go back on, defend me. Like, I told you so. Like yesterday when Gregson wrecked, I was like, I told you in the live show Gregson was going to get involved in a wreck. I don't I don't do it with winnings, but I do it for stupid takes like that. All right, I'm here now. I got everything labeled and added. So let's see. Yeah, Fox sucks. Camera work, I don't understand. Have these people never taken not even take a basic photography class, but do these people not know framings? Why are you just zoomed in the entire time? You could show much more of the track if you just zoom out. You can show much more of the racing, man. What happened to you have 9 grids in a picture or a frame, you can show way more, or I guess it's 9 sectors because you have the top and middle, whatever. You could show way more instead. These guys just zoom in on one car. Or today, we're gonna have a gigantic line, or at least a pack, probably for 15, and we're gonna miss it because they're just zoomed in on the lead pack. Secondly, don't watch the Fox broadcast. You can go on Reddit. You can find streams that are commercial free. Yeah, it's weird that Saturdays are usually better than the Cup Series, which is really, really odd. I like Waltrip. Let me change. I really do like Waltrip for trucks. He's the best part of the truck series, and I love Michael Waltrip. The man's been through 4 midlife crises in the past 4 years. I love it. He's such a dream. What a man. I would love to have Michael Waltrip's life. I would give anything to live the life that Michael Waltrip has had. Racing your entire life, being second fiddle to your brother, having your boss get killed in your first race, having Dale Jarrett screw your wife, have your wife then leave you, have a brewing company. Michael Waltrip he's a legend. How can you hate Michael Waltrip? The man is just here for a good time. He enjoys life. Like his grid walks. I love his grid walks. People hate him, but that's my type of humor. All right. Keselowski, I got Keselowski in a line. So going back to this track and people who are going to be aggressive and people who are showing skill. Oh, but Keselowski wrecked everybody at Daytona. Keselowski is a good plate racer. Atlanta, this track right now is rewarding people who are aggressive and know what they're doing on plate races. I think Keselowski has a good chance to get a top 10 today. Not playing Cindric today. Let's see. I think my Hamlin line has Bubba Wallace in it. I think they're going to go hand on hand. Like I said, team stacking. I think I don't like doing it right for this race because we didn't have qualifying. And everybody's too spread out to where, like, if you're team stacking all the Toyotas, like, sure, yeah, you can get Bell, Truex, and Hamlin and Bubba in a line, but I think it's not giving up too many track positions, but like in that case, you're only playing Truex because he's starting in the back. Whereas if you were doing a true like Toyota stack, you most likely wouldn't include Truex because Truex, I wouldn't believe in his ability that much. So for this Atlanta race, I'm focusing more on place differential plays. Like I said, I think team stacking will come way more into play at the second Atlanta race. Who do I have as the most laps led right now? I have Briscoe because he's starting on the pole. If he leads right off the bat, I have Blaney and I have Hamlin. Those are the three guys that I have highest projected laps led for. However, I'm not chasing fast laps or stuff like that. Yeah, MRN is really good. Let's see. Sorry, we're getting there. Do you watch? It helps ratings. What the hell are you talking about, dude? Ratings? Like, I give a shit about Fox's ratings. I scoff in your face. I don't care about Fox's ratings. I don't care at all, dude. Like, what are you talking? Are you in the 40s? Oh, we got to tune in this radio station. We got to get the listens. We got to get the what an odd take, man. That's a weird take. The ratings in the sport, dude. I don't care about Fox's ratings. How about do a better job at broadcasting and do more side-by-side actions? And then when you do that, I will then leave my commercial-free stream that I've watched NASCAR with the last 4 years, and I'll watch the Fox broadcast. How about that, Fox? Make a better product, and I'll watch Fox. I think Stenhouse is a very strong play today. I really like Stenhouse. Let me look at these 1, 2. Out of everybody in the back, to be honest, like if I was legal to bet here, I'd put money on Reagan for like a top 10. I put money on Gregson for a top 10, but Stenhouse, out of everybody in the back half of the field, him and Keselowski are my two favorites to actually win the race from there. I think Stenhouse is going to be strong. He's going to be aggressive. He's going to be ducking out of lines. Stenhouse is going to perform very well today. So, yeah, here's the deal with this. There's a very high chance that we do just ride in line. There's a very high chance somebody leads like 112 laps today. If I'm burning drivers on my pick and I don't land on that guy, I don't know who that guy is. Nobody knows who the main lap leader today is going to be. We don't know. If you land, I think the main lap leader will be optimal unless he wrecks. I just can't just burn lineups trying to chase that man when there's just so much place differential in the back. And then hopefully that guy will be involved in a crash as well. But yeah, that's where I'm at. We got the Gillette Young Guns back. Excuse me. The young guys are it's Yet again, like now, the broadcast doesn't talk about this stuff at all. They don't do this. It's not the young guys taking over. It's just that they don't have any, not a notion. What is it called? Not experience, but the young guys don't have the, oh, well, this is what the car is going to race like because I raced the car in 2013, or I raced it in the high downforce area. Like, you don't have that in your brain. You don't know what you don't know. Okay, so like really, Briscoe ran the Gen 6 last year as his first season, the limited neutered car. And then he goes back into this, and Briscoe's back in a car that has at least a high amount of horsepower, and that's what he's driven. You know, this car is slowly, which I wish they'd give him more motor, but it's slowly getting back to a more horsepower per weight type of car. And so all the guys who have grew up driving, you know, late models that have a ton of horsepower, or dirt cars which have a high weight to horsepower ratio are excelling here. To whereas, like, if you were like Bell's not being bad. Sure, he spun out last 3 weeks, but he's pushing it. He's on the edge. He's racing it hard, man. That's going to reward him at some point. I would actually rather see guys make mistakes here in this car early than not. But like, you get back to like McDowell. McDowell's a perfect example. You know, McDowell was built and made for the high downforce, low horsepower area. Now that we're back to running with a real car, he's not performing that well. Stenhouse, a guy who's up there, who's a wheelman, who likes to run big motors, they're doing well here. I don't know if you're trolling. I don't know if you're trolling, my guy. I'm gonna assume you're not trolling. I'm gonna disregard that. Let me see. It's watch people. Daytona. I've told you before, the Gen 4 races at Daytona. I talked about it last week. That's what it's going to look like when you look back at, like, the, here, we'll even bring it up here. Let me move that. Let me go here. Let me go to Racing Reference real quick. Let me share the screen again. Let me do this. Let me do this. Let me do this. All right. So as I did in the video last week, Gen 4, which this car is racing like a Gen 4. Here, we even look back at forgot if 2008 was, I can't remember. I'll do 07 for sure. I'll do 06. I'll do 05. We'll look at just these Daytona 500s here. And I would bring the race up, but I don't want to get completely copyright struck on a live show. So let's see this. Let's look at laps led in these races here. Wouldn't be shocked. Nearly half the race led. And this is the one where, fuck, dude. This is gonna be PTSD, man. Stewart gets loose in 3 and 4. Kirk gets under him, and they go on the wall. Your two main lap leaders, two strongest cars, get involved in a race, or in a wreck. Unfortunate. And then we go to 2006. Let's look at the distribution of laps led. This is I'm pretty sure, what the heck? So this one is spread out. 2005. I forgot which one it was. Where somebody, it's 2005 when Stewart leads 107. And so, just quickly looking here, I do believe that the Atlanta race will play out very similar to these races, to where you can either get it spread out between quite a few people, or, you know, it circles around one guy leading about half the race here. And maybe just because I enjoy watching old NASCAR races, but I really do believe it races just like the Daytona did in the Gen 4, man. Back when you had and even the truck race, both these races are running like that, really, because they'll get single file, and the guys on the front or leading the field has they have an advantage of nobody really being able to get under them. And so you have about 3-4 car by themselves, single file, moving up and down the track freely. Then you get some double file, back to single file, double file. That's how it is. And probably just due to the fact that they got to go live, or not live, but they got to go longer. I love you, Jax. Thank you. I know you're bringing up experience, but you didn't mean it this way, but this comes across like, I don't know what experience means. Let's see. Thank you very much, Gary. The first real nice comment today. Thank you very much, Gary. I do appreciate that. And yeah, hopefully it's not. I got a lot of messages yesterday. I got shout out in 2 tweets, a lot of DMs and stuff. I'm glad that this stuff is helping you guys. Consider donating today, in whether you want to join the Patreon or if you want to send $2, $3, $4, $200, whatever the case is, through PayPal. I know David Jeffries, I don't know if he's in here, but he always sends me like $3 or $4, like pretty much a week on PayPal, just as a thank you every week. I don't believe, like, see, you're trying to make this stuff into a thing. It's the fans. Like I said, I hope somebody dies. That'd be cool. Like a spectator be a fatality. That's about all it is. But there's no, like, that stuff is so dumb. Like, I don't know. I don't like, look, me saying something is not going to make something happen or not happen. Like, things are going to happen without me involved. Like, if I didn't watch racing, so-and-so is going to wreck here, or something's going to happen here. Saying, like, the because I like Jordan, but like when they brand the Jordan jinx, like, it's racing, man. Like, people are going to get involved in wrecks. It's the same type of mentality as like the Gilly gang, or like, because they like fast pasta for Anthony Alfredo. Kill me as well, man. That's ridiculous. That's why I call him ramen noodle boy, because if we're gonna make nicknames and stuff, you got to make it funny. Like, you can't just be like fast pasta because his name's Alfredo. No, you got to go. You need levels in comedy, you know. I mean, I don't. I mean, I laugh at Michael Waltrip's grid walks and stuff. I listen to dark comedy, so I don't think I'm an expert in what's funny. But oh yeah, see, okay, yeah, see, Pearce understands. My favorite. If there's a flip, who's gonna flip over? Who's tumbling down the banking? Now, see, these are fun questions. I'm gonna go Kurt Busch, not even for a flip. Kurt Busch gets involved in a wreck today, and yeah, that's where we're at. Good old Kurt Busch involved in a wreck. If he flips, it'll be after he hits the wall. I don't think he'll do a blowover. So he'll hit the wall or do something. Somebody will get under him and cause him to probably land on his roof. Yeah, I don't know. It could be fettuccine? Yeah, it is. Yeah, because I'm an idiot. I'm like, oh, I don't know. Is Alfredo the pasta? No, it is the sauce. So yeah. See, we're going downhill. We've already given up on talking DFS. No, man, this is man. It's so funny. I piss my friends off every time in Discord when Larson wins, because I'm like, yeah, see, look at all the happy race that's out there. If anything, he's not going to take it out because this is Larson country. Let's see. Wes, there is no way McDowell is chalk. There's no way. I would not even be worried about that. McDowell is not chalk. There is no chalk anymore with this, but there's absolutely no way McDowell is chalk. I would not be concerned about that at all. Yep. If it's single entry, do 20th. I'm back. Call it a day. And the dirt trackers. Yeah. It's a shame that let's go through and play. Let's see. You got Briscoe starting first. You got Reddick starting fifth. Anybody remember watching Reddick on the on good old Speed on the Lucas Oil late model series? The California Kid, Tyler Reddick. First, fifth, we have where the rest of the dirt trackers at. If you count the Dillon brothers, that's 18th and 19th. Larson 21st. Bell 27th. So let's see. I don't like that line. That's they're starting too much. They're starting too high. There's McDowell is not gonna, and who cares, dude? Just I don't think McDowell's 28% owned. I think he's lower. But if you're concerned about that, then just play Josh Bilicki with McDowell, and you'll be fine in terms of lineups, prize picks. Let me look. Like I said, God, dude, prize picks is so. It's not a good product for NASCAR. It really isn't. I'm not a fan of any of this stuff. Like here at Laps Led, I don't like those. I don't like fast laps. If anything, I'd probably go over on fast laps for both Hamlin or Elliott. That'd probably be what's the race? 350 something laps. I forgot what it is. I think I have it over here. How many laps is it? 325 lap. Yeah, I would probably not my picks, but I don't mind fast laps over Hamlin and Elliott. And then fantasy score. The issue is all my projections are normally way over what Prize Picks puts out. So I don't really like looking at my own projections for this stuff. Like, for example, I have, where's Dillon at? I have Austin Dillon today projected for 40.65 points, and I'm giving him 11th place finish with some fast laps. And then they have him at 33.5. So you're like, oh, Brandon, you have Austin Dillon projected 7 points over Prize Picks. But on a plate race, like, my projections are not that they don't matter, but they don't matter. the Prize Picks projections don't really matter because all these bets are either do they get involved in a wreck or not. So I really don't like Prize Picks for super speedways and stuff. What a terrible. That's why they don't sponsor me. I'd be terrible shelling out products and stuff. Yeah. I mean, God, I hope people agree because everybody, maybe it's because they are sponsored or even people on Twitter, but it's like they always put out Prize Pick stuff for NASCAR. And I'm like, dude, I hate all of these. I hate all these entries. You know what I do? I don't play on Prize Picks for NASCAR. I mean, yet again, they're great for stick and ball sports, but and Counter-Strike. But man, they're just not good for NASCAR. And that's fine. I love, like, okay, yeah, this sums up NASCAR. McDowell is trash. I don't know. McDowell won the Daytona 500. Is he trash? He's usually pretty good on plate races. Or like, I wish McDowell would retire. I hate this conversation as well. He's so annoying. When he did, I was like, what the? He's doing the prayer yesterday. I almost had a stroke. I was, I think, what was I pulling? I was doing something. I was alt tabbed out of the race, and I had it playing, and then they were like, for your pre-race ceremony or whatever, and it was like driver, the number 34 in the Cup Series. I was like, what? What is McDowell doing the prayer for? Let's see. Yeah, I personally, I don't have a Monkey Knife Fight account. I looked at it years ago, back when they were like first starting. I was like, I just didn't like I'll just bet. Like, I'll just wait for the sports books to become legal in Texas. Like, that's fine. I don't need a prop app that much. You know, Eric Jones. I think I have a lineup with Jones in it, and let me look. At the moment, I don't. Might change Tydell into Eric Jones this line. Not entirely sure. I'll figure it out. I don't know what that means. Oh, I love religious jokes, man. It's so funny. Because I'm not religious at all, and so I get so entertained by that stuff. I have no idea. I don't watch any of that. I made it a rule this year to just not watch other people's content, and just focus on, especially with all the work we're doing this year. I don't have time to really listen to stuff. I'll listen to Pearce's stuff, but outside of that, I can't do. I don't listen to other content. And like, see, like that. I mean, that's true as well. But like, this is why I hate these goddamn discussions about how people are at plate races, man. Remember when Eric Almirola was the GOAT, the greatest of all time, and then that ended. We had LaJoy being the greatest of all time. Okay, so let's make fun of McDowell. Okay, let's do that real quick. Do we want to look at Dega or Daytona? We'll do them both. We'll do all the Dega finishes first, then we'll do Daytona. So good old McDowell, the greatest plate racer ever. 17th, halfway through the field. Dega in the fall race last, pretty much mid-pack. Dega in the spring last year, 3rd. Okay, finished pretty good. Dega in the fall of 2020, got involved in a wreck. Dega 20 spring, 18th, pretty bad. Dega in the fall, 2019, finished 5th, didn't get involved in a wreck, finished well. Dega 2019 spring, got involved in the wreck, finished dead last. Dega 2018 in the fall, finished dead last. Dega 2018 in the spring, got in a wreck, finished 32nd. Dega 2017 in the fall, finished 30th. Dega 2017 in the spring, finished 31st. 16th, 21st, 28th. Then we go to Daytona, 7th, 40th, 1st, 14th, 14th, 13th, 5th, 29, or 26, 9, 14, 15, 10, 15. You know what that tells me? He's not a great place. He's not a great plate racer. He doesn't have some type of skill. It's just that if he doesn't get involved in a wreck, he's going to finish inside the top 18. That's all it is. And you can say that for every single driver here. If they don't get involved in a wreck, they're going to finish well. If they get involved in a wreck, they're not going to finish well. Oh, but Hamlin he's a great plate racer. Well, he got wrecked in the 500, and good plate racers don't wreck, remember? So, look, don't. You can use that to I guess look at ownership, and I guess if that's where people are taking the stands or not stands, maybe that's why they're looking at them. But yeah, you just gotta spread them out, man. I think LaJoy finishes 1 lap down. Let's see. I'd put, like, dude, I'd throw $5-10 on that. That's not bad. We'll This is a very long. This will be a long-winded question. I'll answer that when we get back to when we go to Talladega in April. Can you hear my dog? He's like crying. Let's see. Man, this chat is and this chat is certainly interesting today. Where's that light starting? He's starting 6. That's a no. Awesome Bill from Dawsonville, Georgia, and his son. You guys gonna get the siren going in the Dawsonville pool hall? That's another place. And yet again, I don't tweet I never tweet at people. People just read it. So I think last year or the year before I tweeted, I can't think of a better place to catch on fire with a crowd of people than a Dawsonville pool room, and I think they liked it. So that's also another thing. So if you say Gilly Gang, if you're a Chase Elliott fan, if you say Fast Pasta, I hope you die. That's where I'm at here. Let's see. What else we got here? Been here for 44 minutes. Thank you guys for tuning in. And yeah, that's I appreciate that, Wes. People like the stream. People like the rants, and I'm just I don't purposely try and make them entertaining. I just talk and complain. Yeah, I do have Billicky online. I have him in quite a few. Let me see. I got 33% Billicky. Am I playing him on FanDuel? I don't remember. I did my FanDuel lines early yesterday. Pretty sure I am. Yeah, I got Billicky on FanDuel as well. FanDuel, I'm really just leaning. I mean, somehow I just always end up cashing. I always end up min cashing on FanDuel on plate races. I never get higher than that. I'm not really trying to. I just throw them in there because if I'm going to min cash on FanDuel, I'll certainly always play. But like, I don't have a line on FanDuel that is leaving less than 17,000 on the board. And typically on FanDuel, I leave about 20,000 or 30,000 on there. It's more so FanDuel. I build specifically for a Wreckfest. I just hope everybody dies and call it a day. Let's see. No Briscoe lines. Never play the pole sitter at a plate race. That's just how I'm at. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. I don't really care. Glad you guys like the rants. Yep. Welcome to the video. Sorry it took you 46 minutes to get here. Yeah, thank you for the support and the rants, guys. I think that's part of the reason why I'm still doing all this stuff. Seriously, play a lot of Gregson. We're gonna be fine. It's fine. Yeah. Let me look real fast. That was you, right? Let me. I gotta fucking. Oh no. No. Hold on. Am I going crazy, Lloyd? That is you. Thank you so much. I'm so happy that you tweeted at me yesterday. I'm glad you won quite a bit of money, Lloyd. Stu, I'm gonna type KYS, man. I'm sorry. I have to. I'm gonna look like a fucking asshole to everybody else. Oh no. That's terrible. I should get banned off Twitter for that. That'd be fucking funny. Let's see. Kyle is starting fourth. That's a no. Bowman, I'm not playing Bowman. Oh man, I remember this. So this is a discussion that like if I'm doing a live show with Pearce and I know his kid is there, I won't cuss or anything. However, I've always been annoyed at this because I guess it's a gambling show. So by definition, an adult activity. Yeah, I just like if I'm like I said, if I'm surrounded by kids, or if I'm like I never go to church, clearly. But if I'm ever there for whatever reason, clearly I will not talk like me. And I don't think I curse completely, horrible. It's either when I'm really passionate or really don't like something. So I'm sorry that the cursing offends you. It's 2022, my guy. I don't know. Yeah, you'll be fine there. We're 5 races into the year, and nobody's struggling. Let's see what else. What else are we at? That's so funny. I have to show this. See, some people won't. Oh man, I got these stupid bots coming back. Right when we're talking about family channels, we get them good old pornography bots in here. Let's see. I hated this. I love people, man. I hate it. I hate it. I hate this is so bad. And he's a good guy, man. Stu's a good dude. But you tweeted at me, man. I got to, man. See, I'm just like YouTube from 2013 all over. I've never grown out of Leafy is here. I'm the same guy I was 10 years ago. Okay. Let's see. He's right, man. r/username checks out. Yeah, my cat. Yeah, I'm right, man. I'll be like, oh man, watch. That's probably what'll happen, man. Let's see. I don't know. People need not Stu, for example, but I don't know. That is, I was about this close to becoming a teacher, and that is unfortunate. I wish kids wouldn't curse as much because you don't need to get your point across. You can do, and if anything, your point comes across way better if you don't use curse words. But yeah, that's unfortunate. I hate the youth. I'll probably see. I can't come up with a good punchline there, but I'm not having kids. I can tell you that much. Let's see. This damn Stu thing is so fucking funny. It's so funny, man. Oh yeah, like I'm here to like joke around. Like I'm not going to talk about like physics over here and throw the F word around every 4 seconds. It just depends. Like, dude, we're here. I'm chilling at my house on a Sunday morning at 10 a.m. Let's see. But that's just the youth, man. What is it? It's like I hate Rage Against the Machine. I think their music is pretty bad, but all their songs are are just like youth revolution and stuff. Like, man, screw the man. If the man ain't happy, you're happy, like. And that, I mean, that's just how the youth is, man. The youth. Like, I'm an old man. I turned 24 in May, but you know how I am. No, and I do, man. That 2020 was a interesting year because I with DFS Tavern. I forgot if I was with DFS Tavern at the time or not. But yeah, CB, I do remember that because a lot of those early like big wins, or people that credit me with big wins early on, helped me get to where I'm at now. So I'm glad that helped you, and I'm glad that you're still here watching. I mean, that's proof. I mean, like I said, I take stands, not stands, but like if I'm like I don't do victory laps on Twitter or anything, but CB is a perfect example of somebody who's been watching me for years, won in 2020 and is still here to this day, watch the channel and supporting me. So I do appreciate that. Well, we've been here for about 50 minutes, my guys. Plate race, stack from the back. You can ask me questions, certain guys, but that's really the takeaway here. Let's see. Yeah, hey, Darren, thank you too, man. Like, I'm happy here, man. Like, I mean, Pearce and I are just doing everything on our own. We're with no big site, and we're getting quite a bit of the viewership and stuff. I mean, that means a lot. That I know I'm tired right now. Still like to kill yourself, sleep. But yeah, I'm just we're just two guys here. We're not part of any big things. I'm here paying. I could finally actually continue going back to saving money, but I'm here paying rent and everything through Patreon and stuff. So I appreciate it. I couldn't be happier here. I know I seem tired at it, and it might be like, oh, you're just saying that. But like, dude, I'm happy to be here. I don't have to clock into some job I hate every day. I can just watch NASCAR, and you guys support us on that stuff. I think Ricky does have a good chance at doing well. Dude, what a great guy, man. But see, that shows people listen, man. People watch these shows. I'm so happy. Yeah, you've been here a long time, Clutch, and I even said yesterday, but I appreciate you watching the stuff that ain't even NASCAR related. And that is also true. Yeah, church is. What is the? I'm such a bad. I can't remember the damn lyric. I gotta find it. It's gonna drive me crazy. I don't remember. Of course, it doesn't show up. Of course, I gotta type in the band because it won't show up. Yeah, don't be scared. Live to win. Although they're always gonna tell you it's a sin. If you're gambling and you're religious, clearly you're sinning. You're just like, what's wrong with you? If you're cursing, you're sinning. Like, come on, just have fun. No, I'll tune into the F1 when this is over. I just want to do an hour. I'll tune in and stuff. I'll probably watch the F1 race later today, actually, or I'll rewatch it at some point this weekend. Let's see, what are we at right now? We're currently just see the line that we're doing. Let's see, we're currently tied for 17th with just an absolute shit ton of people. So, and that is that was the worry, that we'd have a lot of They have a lot of ties. We'll see where it goes. Clearly, it's early in the race, but looking like there's quite a bit of duplicated lineups right now. Let's see. Where are we at here? Anzo's a good guy. I wouldn't be here without Anzo's help. He helped me do a lot. Eagles has been here since 2022. Like, everybody here has been watching me for years at this point. That sounds weird to say out loud, but I'm very happy here. Let's see. No, that doesn't bother me at all. Let's see. I think we're gonna end it there. We've been live for about an hour now. I'll let you guys go back, enjoy the rest of the day if you want to watch the F1 race, if you just want to chill with your family up until, or if you want to watch the IndyCar race at Texas. Whatever you want to do, guys, enjoy the rest of the day, and we'll be here next week talking about CODA and stuff. So thank you for watching. Thank you for tuning in, and I'll see you guys later.